Today, we enter the Acadian forest. Birds fill the different tree species, fulfilling separate niches. Salamanders hide under fallen logs, hiding in the damp conditions, preying on worms and snails. The trees themselves compete with each other. In the skies, they reach for the limited light, shading out their competitors, whether they're the same species or different. Below ground, they spread their roots, trying to grab all of the limited nutrients: nitrogen, phosphorus, water. The bird calls from Cosmo Sheldrake, bring me to the forest. Listening to the sounds of the forest in the early morning as the birds actively interact with each other. The forest I frequent the most is Point Pleasant Park, exploring the paths and de-stressing from the day. The forest contained within the park is currently undergoing succession. Many species are currently competing with each other to establish themselves as a part of the final forest habitat. This process is currently being dutifully watched by the community, awaiting the return of the beloved forest. As the forest is guided through the stages of succession, indigenous practices like two-eyed seeing needs to be incorporated to ensure that what's best for the forest and the community is done. More ways of knowing than just Western science needs to be incorporated in this process. The thriving ecosystem, whose growth has slowed from the cold December weather seen in the recording. The leaves have fallen off most of the broadleaf trees, leaving behind the green conifers, the ground becoming cold and hard. Summer birds migrate away to warmer locations that provide the resources they need, while winter birds take over the frozen forest. The competitive actions slow as species start to conserve energy to bear the cold, harsh weather. But when the ground thaws in the spring, the world will wake up. The leaves will return, underbrush will grow, and the birds will come back, calling to each other as they build their nests and warn each other of danger. They'll eat the berries that grow on the trees and shrubs, spreading the seeds. This living forest is what I've grown to love. Inspecting each and every interaction, exploring what hides in the trees, what species work together, and which compete against each other. Acting as the silent observer as the forest continues to grow and change.